We have here something that can be very helpful. And we have here, quite simply, some vitamin pills. Now, these vitamin pills are not for everybody. You have to be in an exclusive group of people. And, well, the exclusive group of people, adults over 50 years of age. I told you it was exclusive, but you do have to be alive and you have to be over 50. Well, now we know that these vitamins and all kinds of other things, I even take some pills, I think, to grow hair. But sometimes you can't win. But helpful as they are, sometimes it takes a lot more. And we know that that sickness, accidents, and just plain aging can come upon us. And sometimes it happens so fast, we don't know what happened. Yet we are indeed in need of special help. Well, when we do go to the Lord for this special help, we want to remember that we have a God that knows what we're talking about. Jesus came into this world, and for some parts of his life, he led a life not that much different than anybody else. And he indeed suffered, especially at the end of his life. So when we go to our God in prayer, we want to just remember, just put it simple. We got a God that knows what we're talking about. So yeah, you can almost hear God saying, hey, I know what you're talking about. Suffered the same thing. Now, right after Mass here, at the end of Mass, tonight we'll be celebrating the sacrament of the anointing of the sick. And it's just a special help from God and help us to deal with our sickness, suffering, and needs. It's the help that God offers to us. Now, and we also want to remember in particular that God always hears our prayers, but sometimes God answers us in a way that we didn't plan. And maybe in a way that's good for us, but we don't understand it. And that's when we are really called upon to put our trust in the Lord. The Lord does care, and the Lord is there. Maybe an example will help. A woman in the southwest corner of our parish, a senior citizen, was very active, but in the spring of the year, some time back, she was diagnosed with a terminal illness. And the medical folks gave her, about 6 months to live. Well, with that, as you can imagine, all her relatives and friends and neighbors and everybody tried to console her. Well, come in, oh dear, this is terrible, I'm so sorry, all this kind of stuff. And Francis quite simply said to them, wait a minute, I'm not dead yet, so don't try and bury me. I'm here, I'm alive. And with that, her family built her just a simple but nice little deck on the back of the house. And it was spring, and it was summer, and it was fall, and Frances just was out on that deck. Seems all the time. Whenever I'd go by the house, she was back there on that deck and just enjoying every minute of it. She treasured the days that God gave to her. And so, as we continue now, let us remember, God answered Frances's prayers, maybe in a way she hadn't planned, but God did give her the strength and the peace of mind to just live her life to the very end. So as we continue now, let us ask and prepare to share in the body and blood of Christ. Let's ask God's help for ourselves, that we try in the very best way we can to put our full trust in the Lord's care for us.